Jam on toast!
Hey there, welcome to the Jam. I'm Cameron. Today the toast is to Surrogates. This is a review for week 34 of #We Are Movie Club. This was Charlie's pick. So the short sale in this one is that in a world where people commonly use robotic surrogates to navigate around and kind of interact with the world, there is someone who has developed a weapon that will kill the user through the surrogate, and the FBI has to investigate. My love it for this one is the concept. It's such a great concept to be able to use technology like that. And I'm all for anything that's full dive. Just being able to control things with your mind or your brainwaves into a receiver to control something, whether it's an avatar in a video game or a robot in real life. That's friggin' unbelievable. But I'm sure that we can do that because I know that they've got robots hooked up to like chip brains where like it reaches out and grabs the banana for them, which they show in the beginning of the movie. I know that's something real that they're working on. So cyborg chimps. What I hated for this is that they kind of like not only downplay the technology, but they actually kind of speak against it. It's one of those movies that like question like, is my universe valid? Is what this should be? Is this how we're meant to be? Blah blah blah. And like, can we just once embrace the technology and have the technology being the bad guy? Really? Guns don't kill people. People kill people with guns. The MVP for this one was definitely Bruce Willis. He's the one that kind of drives the story because we're all following the investigation. Let's swing on to categories.
Aesthetics.
The robot stuff was so cool. And it has good action too, don't get me wrong. It's just so interesting to see things and then like somebody gets blown open or they're at the facelift shop and they're like, time to take off your face. And then it's a robot underneath. That was so cool to see things working like that. I could probably just spend a day in a robot engineering lab watching people solder circuit boards, let alone actually get to see like full animatronic robots. If we can put that much detail on the robots in movies, why is it so hard to make them in real life? Aesthetics gets a 95.
Character development.
The whole movie is this one big question of, is technology bad? Are we meant to use technology to do the thing? Is the world that we're presented with, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Should people not use the things? And because we're following Bruce Willis the whole time, it's supposed to be a projection of us on him. So when he goes against it, then that's supposed to tell us, oh, technology is bad. So that's kind of where it lands. And being that you don't know kind of who the real bad guys are throughout a lot of it, it's super interesting to see this sort of thing. There's just a lot of who's what and what's going on, and like, can we really love each other through technology? It asks a lot of good questions, and the characters find some answers and take us through a little personal journey there. Character development gets an 88.
Storyline.
As much as I like this movie, and I'm kind of intrigued by like all the concepts, I'm not happy with the story. It's like the surrogate population takes over, and then we put all the meat bags, I think is the slur they use, in like an Indian reservation, which I don't even like the term Indian, long meat bag. And then like we let them become their own sovereign nation to cause trouble with the main populace when we're all kind of citizens. I don't understand why it would take people succeeding from the nation. It kind of falls apart from there for me, but it's not a bad storyline, it's passable. For such a great concept, I wanted something a little better. Storyline gets a 70.
Compulsion.
This is not a first time watch for me. This is something I will watch again eventually. I love the concept, I love the idea, and this movie, it does things for me that I can't get out of other movies. But even as reality approaches and we have things that show up in this movie, I still gonna go back and be like, I can't believe like this is what we thought it was, and now it's here. I don't think I'd sit around in my surrogate and watch the movie. I think I could handle that directly, or at least pour it to my visual in my bio coffin, or whatever it's called. Compulsion gets an 80. Now, if you total all that up, you get an average of 82.25. From our review, I've got to say this has a very special place next to things like Minority Report, Her, iRobot. It's movies about technology. Unfortunately, they're questioning the technology. They're questioning whether or not it's evil inherently, whether it's designed to be abused. And in all these movies, it shows us that, like, humans are kind of at fault with things. The point is, I kind of want, like, a pro-technology movie, and I want something that, like, I can get behind, and I can leave feeling good and be excited for the future. Because I get excited for the future in this stuff, even in Elysium, and then it's like, what are we doing? Why would we ever invent anything ever again? But this was a review for hashtag We Are Movie Club. This week's pick was Charlie's. Next week is my pick, and we're continuing with this. We're going to finish up with Red vs. Blue Season 5. That will be the end of the Blood Gulch Chronicles. Yay! Because then we can get into the good stuff. So be sure to go over to Charlie's channel, check him out, and go over to the We Are Movie Club and see what's going on there. Search the hashtag, see who else has been involved. Or yell at us on Twitter at We Are Movie Club. Do your own movie review, include the hashtag, and let us know what's up that you want to be involved, and see if we can't work you in. That's it for me. I'm Camera. If you don't like me, bite me.
If you want to see anything else we're up to, go ahead and click the annotations, and they'll take you to our other channels.